Hello gold farmers, welcome to another goldenrods farming video. Today I'm going to go over my iron ore shuffle. Again, I had to go out and farm my ore. Iron is actually fairly expensive right now anyways. It's going for about 5 gold, which is actually pretty expensive for a vanilla ore. Though it is selling for a bit more on my server. I think it's around 8 to 9 gold, so I figured I would be better off just farming it. This was actually my very first shuffle I had done. It was back in Cataclysm, and I believe I was farming for gold ore at the time, and the iron ore wasn't selling for anything. And I wanted to use something with it rather than vendoring it because it wasn't even selling for the price I was posting it on the auction house for. So I decided to turn the ore into gems, and I actually made quite a bit off of it. The main gem that sells for the iron ore shuffle is the jade. It doesn't look like I am getting very lucky, but you do have a greater chance of getting more than one gem from iron ore. The jade sells for about 8 gold originally, and the other 3 that you'll be getting, which is the lesser moonstone, sells for an average of 3 gold. The curtain, or sidechain or whatever, sells for about 7 gold. And you can get the star ruby, which sells for about 5.5. If I would have bought these off the auction house for the average price, I would have been spending about 1k on a stack of iron ore. So it's not really worth it. However, iron ore isn't really used a whole lot. So if you farm a whole bunch of it, then I do recommend that you use this shuffle. And I also do recommend that you check your auction house, because I do know some servers this ore is selling for a fairly small amount. There was one server I had seen it on the auction house for maybe a gold. So you could easily get it for the 200 gold a stack, and it looks like right now I would be making a little bit more if that was the case. The ore shuffles are very hard to determine because the ore and gems seem to vary in price fairly often. There are a few recipes that you can use these gems for. I do believe that the jade is used for some kind of pet. I'm not seeing one. But there was a reason why the jade was selling for what it sells for. You could do shuffles with the gems if you really wanted to, and turn the gems into dust. However, it really depends on the other materials it will take to craft. the lesser moonstone is used to make a transmog item, which is the moonstone crown. It only takes 3 moonstones, and the rest of the materials look like they're pretty decently easy to get. The orange gem doesn't seem to really be good for anything, and the star ruby is also used in a crown, which the materials are fairly easy to get except for the black pearl. I'm not sure where to get those recipes, and it looks like the red ring of destruction would be a good ring to use for disenchanting, along with the ruby pendant of fire. Don't forget to check your jewel crafting recipes, I guess, because it does appear that you can make more gold from the gem shuffles. I don't plan on going over how to use the gem shuffles unless if I can make quite a bit more gold off of it. Right now it doesn't look like, well, gems are actually fairly hard to get, which is why they sell for a decent amount on the auction house. But looking at these recipes, it does look like they will be a little bit better to create greens and disenchant them, which I actually wasn't expecting. I am not sure if these trinkets here are worth a whole lot. It does look like it might be something good for someone who's leveling. And looking at the disenchant value, it looks like you'd be able to make a little bit from disenchanting. Sorry this video is a little bit longer. I am a little puzzled about why I got the numbers I did. I don't know if TSM is a little bit behind. The reason why I am not in a major city right now is because they're all pretty packed and they slow my game down quite a bit. Looking at the auctioneer prices, it's showing that the jade is worth about 100 gold. Which honestly seems a bit more accurate because I remember it was fairly expensive the last time. I don't know why it's expensive. Because you shouldn't be able to make more from crafting greens. These transmog items right here are probably what are causing the jade to be as expensive as they are, so I just don't think TSM is fully updated. As far as I know, the iron ore is the best ore to disenchant for jade, and a long time ago when I was doing more of the iron ore shuffle, it seemed to depend a bit more on the stack. Some stacks I would get more jade, and others I wouldn't see any, which is RNG, but it has happened to me with all the iron eye prospects. So if you are prospecting iron to start with and you don't get a whole lot of jade, don't worry. You should be able to get quite a bit later on. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.